What's up, you guys? All right, I'm gonna get to the cards, but this is coming to me now, and so I want to speak on it because we've had a lot of the eclipse season was really brought a lot to the surface, and just usually it's a lot of letting things go too, and a woman that's awakened and then also has started the process of going through, like, doing her shadow work, like, on her own, because, like, there's a lot of, like, helplessness that you feel, and a lot of, like, why is nobody here to support me, and why am I having to go through this alone, and you are, like, you probably, if once you have already established a connection with God. Like, that's the other thing that's interesting and, like, beautiful too, because God never forsakes us. And that's what I always come back to when I'm in these moments where I get frustrated about relationship stuff, is it's like God is the only truly loyal person that we'll ever have in our lives, like, loyal to the fault, you know what I mean? Like, it's like other people come and go, and sometimes that's contractual, like, you don't get to keep them. And of course we pass away and all of that. So it's a gift, of course. And then you develop this connection that gives you this sort of peace and this contentment. And that's why we can't, like, I mean, it's going to happen where you put someone on a pedestal, or you see them as a guru or whatever, but it's like, we have to keep going back within, because that's our true guide. So once a woman has, like, sat with that and worked on dealing with her storms and has learned the hard way, probably. I mean, I don't think I'm the only one. I know I'm not the only one who has led. Anyway, let's not bring extras in here. But she's learning how to speak. Has been speaking her truth. Is learning how to what to share and that sort of thing. And she's learned how to calm face her own insanity, her own chaos and rage and resentment and all these dark jealousy, all these dark emotions, and alchemize them. She's becoming stronger. Like, I see myself right now speaking this, and I'm like, I look like a lion. I look like a lioness. And so it's the only man that is going to be able to be with her is a man who's also faced his shadow. There's a lot about this that's like, I don't know. I'm probably never going to have that information, because that's God's deal. And, but a man that still wants to gaslight a woman, like, would never make it with not like a day, maybe a day. 'Cause, like, I can be in temperance for a whole day, but, like, once you're in a relationship with someone, everything starts to come up again. So it's like, are you gonna sit in the fire with me, and are you gonna face me when my face, because I think that's a big part of it, because it's the mirror, where my face is crying and screaming and and angry, and hopefully I wouldn't have. That's the point. That's the other point of doing this, so that I'm not in that space all the time. But men who are just out here trying to sell you a dream, it's like, I'm already living the dream right now, because being with God is the dream to me. Like, I want to be with him as much as possible. And my relationship with God is very, like, I got carried away the other day with this situation, and that's the way I am with God. So it was a hard test, because God was like, are you going to come back to me and romance me, and, like, are you gonna, like, treat me like that with that same, are you gonna be loyal to me first? Like, are you gonna, and so it was a really hard test, because it's like, that's where detachment becomes this beautiful gift, because whether it doesn't matter if it's narcissism or whatever, it's like people that are like, there's a frequency. It's like when someone can be in your energy and pick up on, like, learn you, and to a degree of, like, the things that you like, and then, like, play that out. But if you're not moving from your heart space, then it's illusion, and that's wrong, especially when it comes to, like, pulling people's heartstrings around. Like, that's like giving them what they want, but then running away, or not actually being able to connect, like, create a safe space for each other. apparently it takes a lot of courage for men to want to do their shadow work, but there are men out here who are doing it. There are brotherhoods. Like, that's what I would always recommend, is men finding other brotherhoods to go to, because you're gonna need support. Like, I've spent money I didn't have to like link up with people to be like, where am I not, what's not working, what am I not seeing? Like, I don't remember all the specific things, and like there's a meditation group I go to sometimes, and doing goddess circles, moon circles, all those places are safe spaces that you can release stuff and be seen, and that sort of thing. The things that are like vital, like things that you have to have at some point or another. You're building something completely different once you've started to work through your shadows. It's like you're not getting in a relationship. You're not even talking about money. Like, I'm not here for that. Like, I'm here to build a legacy. I'm here to leave something behind. I already know what I want to do. Go on. Please go on. He's going to turn off. You're adorable.
I'm in the house.
I see that. Go on, please.
I'm in the house.
Go back over there.
I want to try another house.
Okay, well, I don't know how that would happen. Okay. All right, let's quickly do the cards. Now I'm not as tapped in, but I want to go. All right, so Temperance is the energy right now, which is powerful. So you're in a calm, like balanced state. There's a lot of stuff that's coming up to the surface, and the divine is kind of like, we need you to accept that you're in this Five of Pentacles. Like, that's the energy that is, you're starting from the ground. Okay. There is a promise of the Six of Pentacles. I think it's going to take a surrender, and there's a tower here, so it's going to be a forced surrender if you don't to allow. Like, I've been feeling that, even though I'm at odds with it a little bit of like, should I be doing more? But like, I feel that I'm supposed to just be in a very like chill space right now. There's a need to like open up to being receptive. Judgment. So there's a frustration of feeling like the seeds that you planted, you're like having to dig them up, is what I'm getting. Like, you're having to dig them up to start a new garden, and you're not feeling supported, but you're letting it go. Yes, you can have a piece of gum.
It's the tray.
So there's a need to stay connected. Okay, thank you. That makes it thank you. You can take that to the trash. Take that to the trash, please. There's a need to stay close to God right now. Tap back in and be close to Him. Aww. And keep staying in this Two of Swords pops out a lot. I think that for those of us, if you've been in a lot of like lack, or just that feeling like you put seeds and now you're uprooting them, and you're just like, okay, well, I don't really want to be responsible. Like, what's the point? That's kind of the energy I'm getting of like, stay in this, because it's like for your mind and for I'm getting like solar plexus energy of like needing to stay in that and to feel empowered, even though things are so uncertain. Or you're starting this new venture, but you still need to stay in that like Two of Swords, just like you're the one making the decisions in your life. Let me see really quick about these other energies that are out here. Okay, so I think there's some revelations about this energy that's combining of this High Priestess reverse and the Queen of Swords reverse, which is a really, really like dark energy. I think that it could have been a character, and that's been channeling that, and I think that there's a revelation of like, this has been, it's not even in the subconscious, because it's been affecting you. It's been affecting your decisions. It's been affecting your happiness. It's been affecting your, well-being, your like reality as a whole. So it's like it's had this profound effect. Maybe not profound, but it's been a very hard challenge. So it's really interesting because this heartbreak is out here with the Nine of Cups. So it's like my heart is broken, but I refuse to stay okay, thank you. They're bringing me the words. I refuse to stay broken, so I'm gonna still be happy in life. I'm still gonna choose to be this Nine of Cups. I'm not gonna be the victim. I'm not gonna give them what they want. Ooh, like I'm not gonna be this vengeful, like, I don't know exactly what that is. So like, but the Three of Swords reverse is definitely like all these betrayals, like they wanted you to also become the betrayer or something like that. But you're like, nah, I'm gonna make contentment out of my life. Like my heart is way more powerful. Love is 1,000,000 times more powerful than that. Woo! Yeah, and we have this strength card out here. Like you're in your strength, but it is going to take strength. And they're giving me like, so funny with the restful energy. So they're giving that as like, it is a need to keep making that time for whether it's like meditation or like grounding in nature, like something they're giving like an active rest. It's like a shift in perspective on it of like, this is a way for you to stay tapped in. So it's like a need to, I'm definitely taking these notes as well. Like there's a need for you to like put this as an important thing going forward, because you're going to need to stay tapped in. Like to create this new world, this new reality, you're going to have to stay close to God and taking care of yourself. Like it does go together, because it's like if my mind is if I'm really depressed or I'm all squirrely, like it's hard to stay focused. It's hard to feel connected. So I think that everyone has to find their rhythm. Like just like with the way you sleep and eat and everything else, like it's got to be the same kind of thing. Bad timing on chewing gum. Okay, this Judgment, what I'm getting from that is that everything that's going on is being seen. I'm getting like beyond the collective. I'm getting that the right people are observing what's going on as almost like they're gonna step in at the right time. I think for a lot of us, like you feel like you're like, okay, there's nobody out here to like link up with. Like we talk about Soul Tribe, but like what's going on? So that's kind of what I'm getting from this Judgment, is it's like that also goes together, and that's one of the harder parts of this journey, because then I'm like, I made the mistake of oversharing. I made the mistake of not being discerning about it, and then being hurt and angry and feeling unheard. And then I went to like, okay, don't want to share stuff. And then it's like, okay, but you do have to speak your story. You have to speak your truth. And that also takes time to figure out like how you want to say it. Like it comes out in cycles and moments. So it's not like you can just like spew it all at once. But that breaks all these energies up, and it brings clarity, and it brings justice. Thank you. It brings justice to your situation to help balance it out. So that's something I've just seen more recently happening, and no one actually told me that. I mean, I knew about speaking your truth, but like I've learned the hard way through this that it's like, okay, but it's not that simple. Like sometimes you're not heard because you're speaking from ego. You're speaking from I need validation, or I'm desperate, instead of it being like, I've worked through this and this is my story and this is my like situation or whatever it is. All right. Love y'all. Thanks for tuning in.